Hello, everybody, and good afternoon. It's 12 o'clock here in the Pacific Northwest, and I'm so excited again to have Pam Drinnon. I got to point in the right direction. No, it's this way. Pam's with me today. And Pam, if you've never experienced Pam, you're in for a treat. I know a lot of you have and just adore her. So I'm glad to have you back, Pam. And we're going to talk, before we do any readings, Pam's going to talk about how to do your own muscle testing so that you can have that tool in your toolbox to help you in between these sessions that we might have here. And also, maybe she can address the idea of alleviating the doubts we have about what we get as a response, because I think we tend to think, oh, I'm not really that good at it. Pam's much better, or so and so is much better. And I think that we need to empower ourselves more about our own ability. So Pam, I'm going to let you talk, and welcome to everybody. Today I'm not going to say hi to every person individually, but thank you all for being here, and I love you all. All right, so go ahead, right ahead, Pam.
Well, thank you. And I'm just loving being here. I appreciate you, and I know everybody else does too. The thing about muscle testing, that's exactly what it is. Until we test it a lot, that's why it's called muscle testing. Mm-hmm. It's through repetition that we get it. And I've been doing it, since 93, for a long time. So when I really learned it, but I did before, but the reason I wouldn't do it at first is because a lot of people are not testable. Most people aren't, because they're not hydrated enough. You got to be really hydrated to muscle test yourself and other people. Number one, I would think about that. But I want to go way back in time to when I had an out-of-body experience, and I was taken into heaven by this presence, this angel. Mm-hmm. And I remember, anyway, it was an amazing experience. Someday we'll talk about that. That was, but when I came back from being in the presence of these angels, not just this one big angel, but all these other that came in, when I came back from it, all I could think about is how am I going to get back there? Because the first thing I said when I got there, when the angel lifted me out of my body and I was taken into heaven, was I thought, oh, I'm back home. I'm back where I belong. This is it, mm-hmm. And I just knew that the lifetime was over with, and I was like home free, and so to speak. But anyway, so when I did come back, I kept asking, how to get there? How can I, get back to that level when I leave here? I want to be, I want to hang out with the angels. I want to be in that's where I was then. And, and I really feel like they gave me a way to communicate with them through muscle testing, because it has really helped me to grow, to stay in my higher frequency when I muscle test, because I test everything, and that's the key. When I first started muscle testing, I question all the time, are you sure I can have this candy bar today? I would really like that. But I was checking here. And anyway, but usually it would say no. Every now and then I get a yes. I thought maybe overloading chocolate. But anyway, so, but I started with food because I had all the food allergies that you could think of. And I always had a stomach ache. I hurt all the time. But once I learned about what I could eat, and then it went from not just looking at the food, but calibrating the restaurant. I'm calibrating my food. Then I'm calibrating the restaurant where I'm eating. I'm calibrating the people that feed me. I mean, I'm doing, but I just kept practicing everything on everyone that I could think of. How can I, see, what am I putting into my body? What level this food was? You go to McDonald's, it calibrates at 350. And if you go to Bonefish Grill, you're getting 500, So you got to think about the people, the food, the atmosphere, everything. What are you putting in you? And but anyway, I just I started, muscle testing everything, and I got really good at it. And I got to work with two wonderful doctors. They're chiropractors and a nutritionist who did the same form of muscle testing like I do, which is really just holding your hand out. Your ring finger, your middle finger sits on top of your ring finger. See if y'all could do that while you do it. Use your
Mhm.
dominant hand, and when my fingers stay hold it strong. That's yes. When it goes down, it's no. Yes. No, first of all, you have to say subconscious mind. This is yes, and this is no. This is yes. It's just
Okay.
like a pendulum, which you put it
Yep.
up there. Which way is it going? So
Yes,
you're doing
no.
yes and no,
Okay.
and you're having a relationship with your subconscious mind when you muscle test. And that's later on, we could do a journey where I could take everybody to meet their subconscious, get its name, and get its age, and it
Mhm.
has and it has a desire. When you when you find out what its desire is, and you will know, then you just do that, and then you'll start having a super connection. Like every day, I get up, so I muscle test. What do you want to wear today, Sweet Pea? That's her name, and
Uh-huh.
then I muscle test my skincare, my products. Do you want to put this on? Because I'm all into the beauty stuff. So I do, but the best thing is jewelry. Sweet Pea loves jewelry, so we go to jewelry first. Let her pick out what she wants. I always feel like I'm dressed right. I never feel like that I don't like the way
Uh-huh.
I look,
Good.
what I've got on. But now I've changed clothes 3 or 4 times when I knew that Sweet Pea wasn't happy with what I was wearing. So, but we really know that we can say, "Oh, that's just your intuition." But when you make your subconscious mind, you give it a name, you make it that it's real, and that's what I loved about Holly Akala, who taught us the whole Ho'oponopono, is
Right.
that he knew that this subconscious mind was really a little child within, and
Mhm.
that's how we get connect to heaven.
Mhm.
Jesus said to enter the kingdom of heaven, we have to be an innocent
Right.
child. Well, that
That's true.
innocent child is your subconscious mind. That's the little child
Ah,
within it. And that's where He's going to put all the answers, knows the past, it knows the present, it knows the future, it knows everything. So once you got to find a way to connect with it so it can tell you everything. And you
right.
got it. But the biggest thing of all is you got to trust it no matter what, even if it's not right. We say, okay, I'll try again next time. I'll get a different answer. So don't
Mhm.
give up on it if you don't get the right answers at first.
Right.
Usually you do, but we just question everything. We're such a skeptic bunch of
Sure.
people. And
We are.
it's all about staying open minded about everything. But really the best thing is to do it. And it's a skill. It will not happen trying it for
Mhm.
every now and then. You got to do it all the time. But let me tell you the best part. After I've been doing it, I guess it's been 5 years now. 1, 2, 3, 4 years. I was just told, Pam, you don't have to work with Sweet Pea or Beautiful Beloved. That's what I was calling my
Mhm.
guardian angel. And
Mhm.
he said, you're going to work with me. You're going to work with me. And I said, well, who's me? Well, me is God, and that's it. Just you and I. I got all the answers. I'm the one that's always been doing this for you, but I allowed you to have,
Oh,
these
okay.
other, But
Mhm.
anyway, so but but it makes you get so much connected to source. That's what you
Sure.
want.
Yeah.
So, and
Yep.
now I always feel safe. I always feel protected. I always feel watched over. I always feel I don't have to worry. I've got the answers within me to anything that ever
Mhm.
happens. Anytime anything comes up on TV that kind of looks scary, I'll say, "Is that true, God?" And I usually get no. But if I do get anything, I'll say, "Well, will we be all right?" And I always get yes, yes, you'll be fine. And
Uh-huh.
through everything that we've been through from the pandemic starting on, and you can ask anything, but it takes time. You cannot do it in 1 year. It's taken me
Oh, right.
several
No,
years
it's an
before.
ongoing process.
But
Yeah.
I really think that it's just, Spirit wants to know that you are using that you're trying working on yourself, that you want to learn
Mhm.
this stuff. You
Right.
want to get better at it. And really I do believe that they watch us, they see if we are walking our talk, keeping our
Yeah.
word.
Yeah.
We're not alone. We have so many guys around us. And the best part is once you get good at it, it's like after my sister passed in 2010, I started contacting her through muscle testing. I just said, "Good morning, Vernie. Are you there?" Or Laverne, and I'd
Yeah.
always get a yes. She told me, she said, "I'm going to be with you always. I'm going to help you. I'm going to be like your fair godmother, and you can call on me anytime." And every time I always ask, I always get a positive. She's with me, which is great. That's a comfort. But if I want to talk to my cats that crossed over or
Mhm.
anyone, I can get answers from them. It's so exciting to be at that level of
Tapped
muscle
in.
testing. But
Yeah.
yes, but anyone can do it. I can do it. But it really is the practice. It's the practice make
Mhm.
perfect. And
Right.
but it may not be your thing, but it should be. You need to learn some form of muscle testing, even if just to ask, do I need to do this today? Just should I call someone? Because you can
Mhm.
ask anything. You don't ever. I had after my parents died when I was young. I felt like I never made great decisions for my life, but now I do. I always make the
Sure.
right decision for me because I'm
Mhm.
talking to Source all the time. So
Yeah.
anyway, that's just some of the reasons I
Some of
want
the reasons. Yeah.
to want
Yeah.
people. And if you want to learn more about this, we can talk. I can share more with you too on the process and how I do it. And
Mhm.
but it saved my life.
Well,
It
there's so
it's
many
made me.
people. Go ahead.
It's made me. Once when I had my out of body experience and was with the angels for the first time, I wanted to live. I thought, okay, if I can leave here and be with you guys, I'll hang out here. But up until then, I didn't care if I lived or died. I was so
Okay.
unhappy, so depressed with my life. But
Uh-huh.
but it's like they came into my life, or this angel did, to bring me back and to
Sure.
let me know where I really came from. That, I
Mhm.
came from the angelic realm, which most of us
Mhm.
do, and that I'm here, to do something, that I have a purpose for being here. And we
Sure.
all want to know that. But you can find out everything, anything. It is the most exciting thing to get really good at. So anyway, that I'm on a mission to help people get there. So
That's
anyone
good.
who wants to learn this, we can do it. Okay. How's that?
So a lot of them are already using a pendulum. Some of them are saying that the pendulum either won't work, or some say that their pendulum is their go-to. How do you feel about the pendulums? I know that's not exactly muscle testing, but it is using.
It works, but it's a skill. You got to
Mhm.
practice and work
You
with
got to
it and work
practice.
with it. Just find one thing that you like, stick to it. Don't run off and try this and this and that. Just say, okay, this
Right.
is going to be my connection to source, to the
Sure.
divine. And that's what I think of it. But also, you don't always have your pendulum with, but you
That's
got
very
your
true.
fingers. Your
That's very
fingers
true.
are always there.
Yeah.
Or you can
Yeah.
use your body. You can use the body to do the sway test and just
Yes.
stand in front of something and say, is this good for me to eat, or should I buy that? And see if your body draws forward, yes. If it goes back, no. It's simple, and it
Mhm.
always works. You'll get a
Mhm.
little movement, you'll know. But again, when you do it a lot, you'll sway. You go, whoa, your body really is talking to you, and that's
Yeah.
the best part, because it will. But um, if you don't see, the subconscious is always telling you. Your higher self's always coming through the subconscious mind.
Uh-huh.
See, the
Yep.
subconscious. All right, to enter the kingdom of heaven, you have to be an innocent child, and the subconscious, the conscious mind, which you and I are consciously talking,
Right.
cannot reach the superconscious. We have to go through the subconscious to get there.
Correct.
So that's
Mhm.
why you want to learn the muscle test. You want to be able to talk all the time to your subconscious mind. You can do it through the pendulum. You can do this is
Mhm.
another way of muscle testing, where
That's
you
true.
put
You can
two
do this.
fingers. Some
Yeah.
people get a better result with this, easier, because it took me
Mhm.
3 months to get this one, but I like it
Um,
better. But it's when
yeah.
now look at the way you do this. You go 1, 2, 3, and you hold it real tight. That's yes. But if your fingers slide through, that's no. So, but you don't go 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 1, 2, 3. On the third time, you slip your finger. See if your finger will slip out. If it slips out, then it's no. But you hold
Right.
it tight. But if it's no, it'll be no. You'll know it. But again, it's
Mhm.
just. And one day you'll do it and it works. The next day you do it and it doesn't. You go, oh my gosh! So keep practicing it all the
Yeah.
time. And
Yeah.
then one day you got it. And you go, oh my God, I got it. I got it. I'm so excited. And you know from
That's
then
good.
on, you can ask anything and you're going to
Uh-huh.
get the right answers.
Wonderful. So again, you take your dominant hand and you stick out your fingers and you put your middle finger on
Your
your
middle
ring finger.
on your ring finger. And you
Right.
want to see what you got yours just right. If you put your finger down there too low, you're not going to get a good balance.
Oh, that's
You want it
true.
right.
Yeah.
You want it in that middle flange of your
Middle
finger,
flange. Yeah.
and right there, and that way you've got the balance. But I
Sure.
mean, I had to do this with, put my finger on there at first until I got it to
Until you
work for
got used
me.
to it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
But
but do it.
then you say what yes is and you say
Yeah,
what no
this
is.
is yes, just holding strong, and then
Yeah.
no, it goes down.
Yeah. There you go.
And at first it'll but see, the thing is, people will hold it really, really hard. Don't hold it so hard that it won't move. You just because they want to. Well, is it really working? Just a relax hold is all I can say. But when I work with someone, I can get you muscle testing in 3 days. You got it. I can
You
do
got
it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
it can.
I agree very much so with the practice of anything, even with reading cards, practicing with a buddy or whatever, and just knowing that it takes more and more work in order for you to feel comfortable with it, and that whatever it is, don't doubt yourself. I think that was the biggest thing that I wanted to mention was, the first thing we do is say, oh, Pam can do it better than I can. Well, Pam has been doing it much longer than you, and that's probably true, but that doesn't discount your ability. So I'm going to suggest for the readings today that as Pam does it, you do it, and
Yes.
let's see what results you get, and if there's anything that comes up
Right.
that you want to ask her about it, because I really think we need to practice ourselves as well.
That's it.
Um,
That's what
yeah,
I do when I watch
yeah,
TV. That's a great
uh-huh,
place to do, especially with politicians. You
uh-huh.
can say, "Are they lying?" You'll get a
Yeah,
yes or no. Then,
some you
but
don't need to muscle test for though.
yeah, if they open their mouth, they're usually lying about something.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah. Hmm.
That's the way it is. But
Yeah.
it ain't gonna be that way forever. I think
No, I know.
Kamala is
Um,
gonna help us pull out of
she
this.
is. She will. I agree so much. I love the fact that you had the near-death experience and you reported actually what most people report, that it's so beautiful there. Most people don't want to come back. And actually, a lot of people are really upset they have to come back here. But the fact that they were able to talk to you on that side and tell you that it reminds me of the Wizard of Oz. You always had the power, my dear.
Yeah.
And so what a great affirmation
Oh,
that you got.
absolutely. It
Yeah.
was just amazing.
Uh-huh.
When this angel, I was, look, we don't leave our body by going out. We go within. I felt
Right.
myself, I was laying in bed at night. I was so upset with my husband. He hadn't spoken to me in a month because he was punishing me because I didn't want to have sex with him because he was so mean all the time.
Oh,
That was the whole deal of it. So
sure.
anyway, mean, just talking derogatory all the time. That's the way it was
Yep.
back then. That's how they
Sure.
control
Right.
women. Men did women anyway. And so I just was praying to die. I just said, God, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't care. Even though I got 2 little kids, they'll be fine. They'll be all right. I want out of here. I can't do this anymore.
Sure.
And then I just started saying the Lord's Prayer and the 23rd Psalm. And I just
Mhm.
said it over and over, trying to just go to sleep, get my mind to go away. And then all of a sudden, it had to be in a long time, maybe a half hour. I was doing these prayers over and over, repetitious. I felt myself being drawn out of my body, and this huge presence was holding me like I'm just this little baby in its arms. And at first I thought it was God, but as it was holding me, it started pouring this love into me. I don't know. It's not a love you and I would know, but
Hmm.
it's like, it just, I couldn't quit crying. I started crying because it felt so wonderful. I knew I was back home, like I said. But then the next thing, we zoomed like G-force up into heaven, and then we were
Wow.
suspended right out in space. I mean, and I'm looking around at everywhere, and it's just, just taking my breath away. And there were just sparkles of everywhere, which I thought were stars, but really were angels, groups of angels,
Oh,
and they were
wow.
all there. And
Uh-huh.
but it was like, um, and another thing that came up was, and thought was, oh my God, I don't have to figure out how I'm going to make a living anymore. That's over with.
Oh, that's
That's
always
that's
good.
that's an earth
That's
thing,
really, yeah.
Once you're there,
Uh-huh.
you're done deal. I'm back home. I'm taken care of
Uh-huh.
where I'm supposed to be, and
Yeah.
but again, I kept being pulled back to this love I was feeling, that was tangible, it was real, and then
Uh-huh.
all of a sudden these lights came toward me. There were this host of angels, and they weren't singing, they were toning, but it was
Uh-huh.
so beautiful that it was vibrating through my body. It's just like all this
Oh,
love. It was so powerful. It was so strong. I really thought, you know what it was? It was like an orgasm that didn't stop. It just went
oh,
on and
wow.
on. It was
That's
just
beautiful.
like, it was a
Yeah.
thrill. It was one thrill after the other. It was like, oh
Uh-huh.
my God, no wonder we want to be back there. But
Right.
anyway,
Yeah.
but the thing was, when I left my body, I was just praying for God to love me. I was so lonesome, and I wanted to be loved more than anything,
Mhm.
and I got it.
That's
But
awesome.
and it was all through
Mhm.
prayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Anyway,
beautiful.
that's
Yeah.
it.
Thank you for sharing. And so today, I think we've got enough questions. I've got 9 of them.
Okay.
But let's say that you have the in-class work to see what you come up with. I don't care if you use this method
Yeah.
or this method. If you want to use your pendulum, that's perfectly, because it does have to do with your muscles. Then but I like the idea that Pam said you may not have your pendulum with you, and if you are you ever going to go to the grocery store and stand in front of the meat aisle and ask which one's for me with your pendulum, I think people are going to say, "Wait a minute." Not that
Well,
it matters.
I've done that before. One time I was at the shoe store, and I had these shoes I really liked, and I kept saying, "Should I get these shoes?" And I put them on, take them off, and finally I walked over. I said, "Ma'am, would you push my arm down and see if I could wear these shoes?" And she looked at me like I was kind of crazy. And she said, "Okay," and of course I couldn't. I knew it, but I had to have someone prove it to me. But
Oh,
anyway, yeah,
that's
we could.
funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do it. Yeah, can I do this? Anyway.
Uh-huh. So everybody in unison here, I'm going to say, let's let's practice it. If this is the one you want to do, and make sure you ask what is yes, and you're pushing down and you're not getting any resistance, and then what is no, and that your finger sort of becomes a little floppier.
Yeah,
Or the same thing here,
same there.
real
One, two,
tight,
three.
or
That's
that.
it.
Yeah,
Right.
that's it. So that's really quite easy. So thank you for that, Pam. So Hypnicity says she would love a clearing, and there's a lot of people in the chat that are saying that they're feeling very tired and out of balance. And I agree with you 100% because I haven't been sleeping well, but we are having really bad solar storms right now.
That's
So
what I'm picking up. It has to
yeah.
do with the planetary energies that we're all under. Because I'm not
Mhm.
either sleeping
Uh-huh.
well, and I don't get that much sleep. But I still have
Uh-huh.
energy, and when I wake up,
Oh, that's good.
I'm
I
hanging in there. But
Good for you. All right.
yeah, I think as we get older, we don't require as much sleep as we
Yeah,
think
that's
we
very
need
true.
to.
We're not expending as much energy. Yeah.
Okay. Now who am I talking to?
This is Hypnicity, but her real name is Nalani.
Nalani.
Nalani,
Well,
and she'd love
Nalani,
it.
okay, your pH is off. That could make you feel out of balance. Let's see, what is it? It's at 1, 2, 3, 4.3. So it's supposed to be 7. Apple cider vinegar, baking soda and water, lemon water. Start doing that. Get your pH back up. That will help you. Let's see if what is the underlying cause of that. Let's see. that will take me to see. Okay. All right. Dehydrated. We're not drinking enough water. I think that's it. I know I'm not. Because I want to drink coffee and Cokes and teas and all that stuff. But anyway, more water. I want 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 ounces a day on the water. So start doing that. Especially when you feel out of balance. Let's see. Let's see if there's an underlying cause on that. Okay.
Nope, got to be water. Hypnosis, no caffeine. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm picking up spiritual malnutrition, a condition caused by a lack of spiritual food. So she's not tuning more to these talks. That's what's going to feed you spiritually. Let's see. She is in 32% of the state, which is spiritual malnourishment. And let's see if it'll tell us what's causing that. It always goes to pastoral counseling. It's just that we're just not getting enough minister work, that makes us feel safe and protected. Whatever you need, whoever you went to people feel like when we're not feeling good, we're our frequency's down. We want to plug into someone who is plugged into source all the time. And I feel like I am now, and that a lot of times it's hard for people to be around me because I'm calibrating so high and everything too. I understand that. So I have to watch with that. But I really think just more of that, or just more reading. You know what I'm reading? Dr. Wayne Dyer's book. This is the best book because it's got so many answers in it. This one of intention.
Very
but
good.
if you haven't read any of his stuff, get something by him, because he is a great spiritual teacher, and that's what we're needing more of. So read more stuff to get yourself back. Let's see. Let me check your emotions. Let's see what you've got going. We'll do this real quick. Sometimes clearing things. Okay, so I'm picking up panic. So do you have an entity? Says yes, you do. That can be a lot of why you're not feeling balanced. Okay, let me look at it. Hold on. We're going to go right in here, and I'm going to clear it up. We're going to get rid of that, because that's a block for sure. There we go. Okay. Yeah, definitely showing. It's a ghost. It's just a spirit without a body. It's not an evil spirit. Inability to move ahead in life. That's the main thing that they get on us. That's trying to keep us from being happy and having a great life, doing things that we want to do. Since they were once mortal human beings, but now they're ghosts, they'll do anything to experience, even only temporarily, and even in a muffled way, the pleasures of the flesh, and will enter a human body to do so. Look, we can get these entities that are just totally depressed. They've got all kinds of mental issues, and we start getting all these thoughts and these crazy things coming in. That's the entity. That's how I know it is when I have an entity, then my mind won't shut down. I will be fussing and cussing and griping and complaining about someone usually, and then I just have to stop it and go, that's not me. Yeah. And that's when I go in and I check and I clear. So let's clear this entity. So take a deep breath. And when I say clear, you blow it off. Okay. In the name of Jesus, the divine creator, Holy Spirit, Lord Michael, I, Pam Drinnon, command you to depart from, oh gosh, I forgot her name.
Nalani.
To depart from Nalani at this time, to never ever bother her again. Now blow it off. Infinite love and gratitude, Holy Spirit. Infinite love, infinite love, infinite love. Does she have a saboteur? No, she doesn't. Well, that's good. Is she cleared now? Let's clear the panic. Blow off the panic. Infinite love and gratitude. Infinite love. Taken for granted. Infinite love. Unsupported. Infinite love. Infinite love. Is there anything else? No, that's it. All right. Is she clear? Says yes, she is. Okay.
Yep. Yep. And you can always check in, Nalani, by using this, is there an entity still around me? Yes or
Yeah,
no? And yeah,
absolutely. You can
anytime.
check yourself. See
Yes.
if I did say, did she really get it? I want to know.
I love this. Leave me alone. There you go.
That's right.
Good for you.
I was
Good for
happy
you.
here. Yeah.
Uh-huh. That's right. Before we get to another clearing or question, I have a couple of things that I just want to share. First, it's a question. Is electrolyte water more beneficial than filtered water? What do you think about that? Let's try it, everybody. Let's try it. All right. So is electrolyte water better than
All right. Let's do
filtered water?
electrolyte water. Do we get a positive? Filtered water. I get it stronger on filtered.
Do you? With me, I know that I have bathroom issues, and if I don't keep my electrolytes up, so I drink only electrolyte water. That's all I drink. And it helps me. So it might be very personal as well. I don't know, but yeah, interesting.
You do what works for you.
What works for you? Yes. Um, Anya just wants to say, program your yes and no directions with the pendulum, then ask for a sway test. I ask if the food has gone bad, or if I'm going to get food poisoning, or if the food is unhealthy. See, so she's breaking down the questions that she asks in order to get the answer that she needs. And so, thank you for that. I always feel it's important to be able to hear people's experiences,
Yes.
and
And that
know.
helps you because the more you look, we can ask anything,
Right,
but
right.
at first it's yes and no. That's the
Uh-huh,
way it works. Yes, no, yes, no. But after
uh-huh.
you do this a while, you can ask
Yeah,
any way you want to. You're going to get your answer. That's the
yep,
best part. You don't have to,
yep,
well, wait a minute. How can I say this so I'll get, no, you don't have to do that. You get it. You'll love
yeah,
it. I'm telling you. But it's just keep doing it.
yep,
That's the
yep.
practice.
I
It's
do have.
exciting.
How about, has it ever happened that you want something so much that you think you're unsure whether the answer is right because of that bias? And how do you deal with that?
You can override your subconscious. You can do it. You
Okay.
because you want something bad enough, you can get well. It's good, yes, even though
Mhm.
you know better than. I don't. Only thing on that is just keep going back and checking. If you
Sure.
really know it should have been no, but it says yeah, it's okay because you want
Mhm.
it to be. Just keep checking, ask different ways. But yeah, I've done everything you could do
Yeah,
with it.
that's awesome. That's
But
awesome.
that is true. Yeah, we can override it because I've
Sure.
done it and it's made me mad. But I
Yeah.
knew that
That's
our
why
will.
I don't use the pendulum for that reason, because I really believe that I mean, I've done it and I do it for certain things, but I do like the fact that this is my own body I'm working with, and it's not something that I could be manipulating with on a string. That's just the way I feel, but that doesn't mean it doesn't work for other people. So,
Well, you know
uh,
that yeah, the thing is. Oh wait, what you were saying? That you're doing it for yourself instead of I can. Anyway, I had a thought. I'll come back to it. Go
okay,
ahead.
sure. That's okay. So Suzanne's feeling sluggish today. She's tired all the time. Is it something she should worry about? So let's see if you need a clearing then, Suzanne. Okay.
Okay, let me pull her up on the body code. We're going to get in here and check her ass. What's going on, Sue? Okay. All right. Well, I'm getting she might need a chiropractor adjustment. That's what I'm first. See, this body code takes you to what's the first thing that it wants you to work on. So it's taking it
Mhm.
to her feet, and it has to do with the metatarsals in her right foot. Maybe
Okay.
I get right sometimes I get that gets my subconscious gets mixed up with it. Maybe your leg. But
I
anyway,
do.
just I'm
Yeah.
saying right foot. So that would does she need a foot adjustment? I'm getting yes, she does. Now she can ask herself, would it be for my high school to go to the chiropractor for have this just look when your feet are out, it's a chain reaction that goes
Oh,
all the way
yeah,
up to
it
the head.
does.
So make sure you check that first because that's really important. Your feet are your body, literally they
That's
are
true.
in reflexology. Okay,
Mhm.
now let's go in somewhere else. Let's see underlying cause if you have something else going on there. Okay, I'm going to her kidneys now. So she needs a clearing here. Let's see. Is it her left kidney? No, her left kidney's happy. Her right kidney's not. Left kidney's happy. Right kidney's not. Okay. So she has three trapped emotions in that right. Let's calibrate the kidneys first. The left one calibrates at 10, yes. The right one calibrates 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. It's supposed to be 10. Okay, let's see. Feeling unsupported. Okay. And says she's peeved, she's angry about something because
Mhm.
she's feeling unsupported. Of course, she's angry about something.
Mhm.
Creative insecurity, her fear that she may not be able to create the life she wants. She's got some things going on that's probably been with her for a while. Are these
Mhm.
heart walls? No, they're just trapped emotions. When do they come on her? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Like 3 days ago, something came up. So let's clear that off her kidneys. Blow off feeling peeved. Infinite love and gratitude. Blow off creative insecurity. Infinite love, unsupported. Infinite love and gratitude. Knowing God is your support. Okay,
Mm.
now let's go back to that kidney. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. Well, it went up a little bit, but anyway. Why don't you do a kidney cleanse? I think when the kidneys show, I think that's always great to do. So it's so easy. I've said it before. A couple of dashes cayenne pepper, half a lemon, and some maple syrup in a big glass of water, and it will get you tinkling like crazy. So you want to use the bathroom on that. That but you just know you want to be home when you do it. But make you up like 2, 3 big glasses of it and just drink it to start
Yeah,
flushing your system. But
there you go.
that's really good for that. Would that be good? So yes, it would, because it's saying that her kidneys need a little bit more support than just clearing the emotions.
Yeah. Yep. So, Keith has 2 swollen ankles, both of them, and his doctor said kidneys. Kidneys affect all kinds of places in our body, and so, taking care of those areas is very, very important. So, yeah,
Well,
that's
the reason that our body produces more fluid and more water because there's toxins, there's poison in
true.
our system, and it
Yeah.
makes some extra water to dilute that. So,
Mhm.
it
Yep,
anyway, it's kind of
it
safety
does.
net there too.
Yes, it is a safety net. You're absolutely right. So Lottie B is interested in knowing if she can have a clearing. Yeah.
Okay, Lottie B. Okay, let's see. What are we picking up with her? She does have some trapped emotions. Let's see. Lottie B. We're back to taking for granted and feeling unsupported. I'm telling you, we women do everything. It's so hard for us not to feel that we're being taken for granted, or
Uh-huh.
we're not getting the support from everybody else. And I catch myself too. There's a few people in the family that you're taking up slack for them because they won't do it. I guess whatever.
Uh-huh.
So that could be that too. Let's see if there's anything else that I can clear on her. Overwhelm. Overwhelm means you don't know how to do it, you don't know how to fix it, you don't know how to make it right. So
Mhm.
whatever that's going on with you, where you're feeling, anyway, let's just clear the emotions. Blah, feeling overwhelmed. Infinite love and gratitude. Wishy-washy. Infinite love, infinite love. Unsupported. Infinite love. Taken for granted. Infinite love and gratitude. Infinite love. So be it. So it is. Do we clear all the emotions? Said yes, we did. Is there anything else that needs to be looked at this time? No. Okay. That was it.
All right. Good, Lottie.
Yes.
Good. So we'll do the best we can here, but I think what I'm also going to suggest as we go, we'll do a few more, is that maybe Pam can do a collective clearing on tiredness, stress. We can try that and see if that will help us as we work together and work on our own individual issues. We'll try that because I don't think we've ever tried that here before, have we? As a like a
No.
collective?
But I
No.
thought about that the other day. Because
Good.
I can do collective clearing.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
and
I can
most
even
of
put
us,
people.
yeah.
Excuse me.
No, that's all right. But most of us are undergoing either stress or tiredness or something like that. And it just seems like since we all have the same sort of thing, maybe it would be helpful. So thank you. Yeah, thank you. So this is Kim. And she just wonders if you have maybe an angel message, I think.
Wow.
Or, yeah. It can be anything, she said. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go with an emotion. And only
Okay.
one is showing, which is the wishy-washy. It's about setting boundaries. You've got to be able to tell people no and not feel guilty, because reason we don't tell people no when we should is we are afraid they will pull their love away from us. So just know that that's it. Just like a little child, when children lie to you, it's usually because they are afraid that you won't love them if you tell them the truth,
Right.
because they knew they did something wrong. Well, we grow up feeling that way always. That's how we are. We are manipulated through guilt more than anything. Like, see,
Uh-huh.
I didn't know it for a long time, but I did have a guilt complex. Well, my ex-husband, he had inferiority complex. Wow, that was when
Oh.
when I got to talk to a psychiatrist. We talked about it, and he said, "You all are a perfect match. You feel guilty, and he feels inferior. So y'all, that's two magnets come together. You're
Uh-huh.
trying to work things out." And
Right.
but he said, "I'd rather feel guilty than feeling inferior, like
Mm-hmm.
having a complex of inferiority." He said that is like it's like a flaw that's in the body, and they can't change it. Whereas
Right.
guilt, they can work with guilt, feeling guilt, getting rid of the guilt. So
Mm-hmm.
work on that. And if you think you've got a
Yeah.
guilt complex, let me know. We can work on that too and clear
Yeah.
that.
This is another thing that I agree with Juanita. She says, I'm not afraid of the love being taken away as much as not liking conflict because it's uncomfortable. And that's me. I've always evaded as much conflict as possible because I never seem to win the argument and I grew up being a people pleaser because my mother sort of demanded it of me. And I think that's how I feel when I can't meet other people's needs. And I can't always meet everybody's needs. It makes me feel very bad. So I agree with
Honey,
this.
you know
Yeah.
what? There
Yeah.
are gentle souls out there, and that we haven't learned that we can control people if we yell
Uh-huh.
and scream and have anger going toward
Right.
them. So
Right.
when someone comes at us and blasts us with something like, "Blah, blah, why do you do that?" and we're like, "Oh my God, I didn't know I did anything." But see,
Right. Right.
that's how it begins as a little child. As it gets older, we don't want to get it. But I think it has to do with our personality. But
It
I say
does.
about 90% of us cannot handle conflict. I do
Right.
not
Oh, I
like it
agree.
either.
I agree.
I'll run away from it. Okay, I'll
Yeah.
deal with that, next year or something,
Right. No.
Right.
And that's why a lot of people won't do their shadow work because actually that's the biggest conflict that you have with yourself is what your shadow is. And who wants to look at conflict? So yeah, there's this feeling that I don't, if you move into the discomfort, how hard it would be in order to get out of that discomforted place. So, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
All right, Sue, we'll get to you. Thank you for the donation, my dear. Thank you. All right. So Michelle says, if time, she could use a clearing. Can we ever influence the answer if we're hoping for a certain answer? We kind of did ask that about the pendulum.
Well,
That's
the
why
thing is, you
check
have
in.
got to get to a point in now when you're muscle testing. The first thing is you got to move away from what you think the answer is going to be. You got to come up with your mind is blank. Whatever happens, just allow yourself to, to not even be there and see which way if your finger goes up and down. Yeah. Because we can't influence the answer. We know. Yeah, for sure. So,
Yeah.
was the first thing. Another thing is to learn how to disassociate what the answer is going to be. You can say, whatever it is, I'm going for it. I trust it. That I'm getting the right answer. Okay.
There you go. So, anything she needs to clear?
Okay. Let's see. Let's check her
Michelle.
emotions.
Michelle.
Michelle. Okay. Michelle, my belle. Okay. I'm picking up, she has got something ancestral that is blocking her, that came in with her. Did she get it from her mother's side of the family? It came in from the father's side of the family. It came in when she was born. Let's see what the emotion is. And this goes back generations 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 generations on the father's side. Yeah, okay. Shame. Okay, that's a big one. That calibrates at 20. That's about as low as you can get on the scale of consciousness. So it came in, it goes back 5 generations, yes, with your father, on your father's side. So it's just been carried over. And did he give it to any of your siblings? If you have family, yes. So all of you got this shame that you're to clear. So now what's going to happen? Because we're going to get this off of you, and we're going to take it off your father. We're going to take it off all these fathers too, and they're all going to come in here, and they're going to be standing around you and us waiting for this to happen, because this is a setup for her to get this cleared at this time, because you're going to help so many people by doing this. Okay, so just take a real deep breath, and we're just going to let go of all the shame that you've been carrying, and there's 2. Infinite love and gratitude, Holy Spirit. Infinite love, infinite love, infinite love. Do we clear it? Says, yes, we did. Okay. Is there anything else that needs to be cleared with her? No, that was it. But that's huge. I love it when we do that, because we get to
I
help
know
so many.
it.
That's
It's
wonderful.
fabulous.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
fabulous.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go first to Sue. She would like to know how her cats are doing. She has moved recently, and she's concerned about them. So I don't know if you can tap
How
into
many
that.
does she have? 1, 2, 3?
She has quite a number of them.
Okay.
How many, Sue? How many? I mean, Carl's here. He has 16 of them, but I don't believe Sue has that many. Sue doesn't have that many.
Well, let's just ask her. Her cat's happy right now with
Yeah.
this move. I'm getting no, they're not. 1, 2 of them is, the rest of them are not. So she might know which ones are feeling the best. Well, let's see if we can clear some energy off her kitties from this move that's kind of freaked them out. Okay, yeah. Put them in a panic. Okay. All right, let's see what else. They feeling terrified too. Okay. Let's see. Cats are so amazing.
Yeah.
It feels overwhelmed to them. Well, look, let's just clear off the panic. Blow it off. We're going to clear all these kittens. Infinite love and gratitude. Blow off feeling overwhelmed. Infinite love, infinite love. Oh, gosh. Terror. Let go of feeling terrified. Infinite love, infinite love, infinite love. Okay. Is there anything else? No, I think that was it. But you know what? Do they have an entity? Yeah. See, when I get panic, terrified, shock, any of those things, that's all means that there's usually an entity.
Hmm.
Those
Hmm.
frequencies, when we had them, really lower our frequency, like really fast. So they probably, maybe they might even picked up some entities there when they moved in. I don't know. Could be. They're everywhere. We can't deny
She's got
that.
two cats. She's got two cats. So
She's
you
got
got
two.
both of
Okay.
them. Yeah, you got both of them then. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. They're clear. Both of them
Good.
now.
There
Okay.
you go, Sue. Much love to you, honey. I hope your move went
That should
okay.
calm them. That'll calm them down.
Calm
They'll
them down.
start feeling better. They will. Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm going to go back to you others. Claudia Del Cid is here. I've never seen Claudia here before, so I want to make sure we read for her. She hasn't been well emotionally and physically ever since her mom passed. So I wonder if you might be able to assist her in a healing here.
Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Well, depression. Okay. Feeling unsupported. Mother must have been a great support for her.
Mm-hmm.
And she feels worthless mentally. It's not spiritually. She doesn't feel, as connected as she wants to. Uh, well, I want you to know your mom's in a great place. And, but we're left here to pick up the pieces and keep going on no matter what. Because,
Right.
unless we want to end our own lives, we don't want to do that. Okay, you know what I'm picking up with her too is love unreceived. Now, did she? I don't know. Maybe she put some love out there, but it wasn't received. And she doesn't. She didn't get the love she wanted, or didn't give love that. It's like she didn't get the love she wanted. Love unreceived. And effort, she did some of it. This is with mom, regarding mom, but maybe yes, maybe no. It's just what I'm picking up. But let's blow it off right now. Blow off feeling love unreceived, infinite love and gratitude. Effort unreceived, infinite love and gratitude. Let's see. I didn't write these down here. I got to go back and see where I was. Unsupported. Knowing God is your support in life, infinite love, infinite love. Is there anything else? No. So that might make her feel better emotionally. Um,
Yeah. Claudia, when my mom passed was a number of years ago. I was just a young girl. Well, I was in my 30s and I gained 100 pounds that year because I was stuffing down all my emotions. And that's how I did it, and which was really bad for me. But I was so despondent. It was terrible. And yet now, knowing what I know, what I didn't know then, was just what a beautiful place that my mother was at, and that it was me that was feeling the total loss. And, you don't expect to lose your mother. Yeah, I don't care how old you are. It isn't something that we think is ever going to happen, but we send you all a lot of love and healing. And I hope this clearing that Pam did will help you out some. So thank you.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Hard, hard,
It is.
hard.
It's a
Yep.
process that we all have to go through,
Yep. So KK is in a lot of pain. She's enduring a lot of pain. I believe it's in her back, and I believe maybe her leg. Can you clarify, KK, just so that Pam can
Yeah.
look at that area? You're
Let me,
welcome, Claudia.
let's see.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
They
Okay.
think it's a herniated disc. Okay. Oh,
Okay. Well, let me pull up that. I'm going right there.
okay.
So it is going to the lumbar area. Let's see. L5, L4, L3.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, L3 is the problem. Let's see what emotions are gathered there. See if there's any emotions that we can clear off that. Creative insecurity. Hope you're not. Don't worry about money. Don't worry about finances. That'll make your back go start hurting right away. I know. Been there,
Mm-hmm.
done that.
Mm-hmm.
And wishy washy. That's being able to say no. If you don't want something, just say it. Don't put up with. Let's blow a feeling that creative insecurity, infinite love and gratitude, infinite love.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, financial worries. Yeah, you got to let
Right.
them go. You got to let them go. Yeah.
Really, you got to let them go
Mm-hmm.
and know that you are supported
Yeah.
always. Infinite love and gratitude. One thing too, going back to the lady that we talked to about had lost her mom, I think the big thing is safe. I did not feel safe after my mother passed. Not my dad, but my mom was my rock. And it was years later, years, that she came in my mind one day in meditation. And she said, Pam, you're safe now. And I hadn't realized that, how unsafe I felt. But I did feel safe then. I felt I was smart enough. I had my life going in the right direction. I was doing good, So,
Uh-huh. Yep.
but that's it.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
know, honey.
Well, she's been out of a job and she's also, it's going down her leg. That's a bit of sciatica. And I would think that if the disc was, could be pinching a nerve. And I'm not a doctor. This is not an analysis or anything. But you've got to, when you're feeling unsupported and you are not being able to support yourself, these things show up all the
Yeah,
time. They
all the
really
time.
do. All the time. Yes. So we send you infinite healing and blessings, KK. Much love to you. All right. So Ness wonders if you have any message for her. I don't know
Can
if
I
you
do a
do.
message? Well,
Yeah.
yes, I do. Hold on a second.
Okay.
I got these great cards here, and I just got them. They are. I'm gonna pull a card for her. Let's see what it
Okay.
has
Yep.
to say here. Benefactor. Now, whatever, I don't know if you can see that, whatever that means is that grace and generosity. I think that the message with this is that so many times we need grace in a situation where we've been going through something for a long time, and that we can have the grace. But when I'm needing anything, then I start giving, that being generous with everything I have. Okay, so if I feel like I'm lacking, then I've got to give. So my subconscious mind knows that we're not lacking anything, that we have plenty.
That's right.
And I think that's the key to that for her right now, just to know that no matter what, she has it all. And and we can create it all by thinking it about. That's how it's
true.
going to come in
That's
the future. It's going to all be our thoughts. We're going to, and you know how it's going to be. We're going to be able to read everybody's mind, and so that way nobody can really lie to you, because you're going. But when I say their mind, you'll be able to read their body. You will be able to read these energies that are. We already do it through our five senses, but this way we're going to be thinking it and knowing that that's what that person's thinking.
Yeah.
And I've already started doing it. And I ask, did I get the right answer? So I always do that too. Am I getting the right answer when I do this?
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Ness is a very generous person with her time. And she's also gifted a lot of people memberships and things like that.
Yeah.
But remember, I feel the same way Pam does. It is when you give that and you're not doing it to receive. It's not your
No.
plan, but it just happens that the universe works that way. So I agree with you. It's like knowing that it will come, knowing that it will come, just knowing that the universe will take care of us. So thank you, Ness. Thank you so much, dear. Diane G is the next person we have, Pam. Yeah.
One thing I want to say about what we're talking about, for when you deny yourself something like, oh, I can't really afford that, or, I would love that, but I don't have the money for that, or, or maybe you feel like, well, I can't share my money with them. I really don't have enough money. As soon as you start doing that, your subconscious mind goes, uh-oh, we're broke. We don't have any money.
Right.
We're going to have problems. We're going to hell in a handbag. So you got to really watch it because your subconscious mind hears everything you say.
Everything.
It believes everything you say on literally basis. And so you got to be really careful about that. When you say, I don't want any yucky weird men in my life. You know what it hears? I want yucky weird
I
men
know.
in my life. Doesn't hear that I don't. Okay.
It
None of
doesn't
that.
hear
No.
the don't.
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't. It just hears I
Right.
can. And whatever emotion you're putting behind it,
Correct.
it propels it and makes it happen even faster.
Makes it happen even faster. That's right. That's
Okay.
right. All right. So a clearing for Diane.
Okay. Now it's a clearing. Okay. Diane. G. All right. Let's see if you got some emotions going here. It says yes, you do. Wishy-washy is the one thing that I am picking up with, and that seems to be the only thing right now. Again, it's about something that you need to make your mind up, and this would be a good time to muscle test. Instead of being wishy-washy, what should I do? You always start out saying, would it be for my highest good or the highest good of all concerned? I'm asking for what would give me the most benevolent outcome. You can say these things, and right that you'll know, you get something right away. So I think that's probably the thing that she needs to clear on that. Okay. You know what? I'm getting love unreceived. I have to tell you what I'm picking up, which means that love was put out there, but it wasn't received back. So let's clear that right now. Infinite love and gratitude, infinite love. And what was the other one? Wishy-washy. Blow that off. No more feeling that way. Infinite love and gratitude, infinite love. Wishy-washy has to do with the bladder too. So be aware of that. The bladder,
Okay.
when it gets out of balance, even the kidneys and bladder, you'll feel real wishy-washy, but have a hard time making decisions.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So,
and I'm wishy-washy all the time. Not that I want to be. I'm going to say I am healthy, wealthy, and wise. Healthy, wealthy, and wise. There you go. All right. So the next one we have is you need a healing, Leah. Okay. We'll see what Pam can do. She's very good at that.
Do you need a healing? Let's see if what I'm picking up. Leah. Okay, Leah. Let's see what's going on with Leah. I'm picking up some toxins here. Let's see. Okay. Excesses. All right. Let's see. Metabolic waste. So she's not cleansing something out of her system. Let's see. Is it come from the colon, the liver, kidneys? She needs a kidney cleanse. So we already told you how to do a natural kidney cleanse, or you can go get a supplement at the health food store. I think they've got stuff for that too. But so I would definitely do that. Start flushing that out of your system. Let's see what the underlying cause is. All right, hold on. Okay. Okay, I'm picking up the heart. Let me go back and check her heart. Your heart's supposed to calibrate at 12. You're calibrating Leah at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6. That's 6. That's not 12. Okay,
Right.
let's go in here and clear this heart. Let's see what's showing up here.
She wonders if milk thistle would work for
Now that's
this.
for the liver.
Oh,
Milk
okay.
thistle. That
Oh,
does clear toxins. If would that be
mhm.
good to clear her? No, it's not exactly what she's needing.
Oh, okay.
Milk thistle. I mean, you could take it, but I don't. Why take it if you don't really need it? Let's see. So I'm getting. She feels vulnerable. That's what is going on with her heart. So let's blow off feeling vulnerability, infinite love and gratitude, and let me clear off some emotions here. Unsupported, taken for granted, infinite love and gratitude. Anything else to do with the heart? Vulnerability, blow it up. Infinite love and gratitude. Now let's go back to the heart because we want to get that happy. Your heart's at 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got you to an 8, not a 10. So you're gonna need to work on that. Get your kidneys happy, and because they're draining on your heart, because your heart's pumping more to get the kidneys working more, to to
Mhm.
flush and cleanse. That just everything that if there's a weak organ, it's going to be stress on it. So I would all right, let's go back and do. I'm going to turn off your heart and clear it like there's nothing wrong with it. It's 100%. It says yes, it is. Now I'm going to go back to your kidneys. Yeah, once I clear the heart, the kidneys are happy. So work on the kidneys, do that clearing, work on that, and that should get your heart back
Mhm. Wow.
to 12 where it's supposed to be. Anyway, remember it's just energy.
Right. Right. Very good. All right. So I'm going to do I did a quick card pull for you, Sue Toffee, and we're going to do a collective healing. All right. Bye, Janet. Thank you, my dear. And Sue, what I got for mom, let me see. Her mommy's name, she asked about her mother. Her mother passed in 2012. I get that she wants to remind you not to worry so much about things. This is her from the other side saying the relationships are important, and that includes your kitty cats and all your friends and other things like that. But things, they come, they go. They're temporary. So she wants me to remind you of that. She said, don't worry about uh, anything that seems like it has not been of justice. You're going to get justice for things, and this might have something to do with you having to leave your apartment when you had to leave it. Maybe you'll finally feel better about that. She said, I'm with you all the time. This is the spirit throne, and she's just saying, I'm right with you. Don't worry about me. Talk to me like I'm right here, and listen. Always listen. You will hear my voice in your head. Finally, she said, what is holy and what is true is witnessing, appreciating, and a gift of grace, which is just exactly what Pam talked about, how grace is so important in our lives. I absolutely love that. So, yes, please know she's with you and that uh, she supports you in everything that you need to do. Oh, and thank you also, Leah. That's very nice of you. Kidney troubles run in your family, Leah. I'm sorry. Then you got to be really careful. You do. I have the same issues. I have a lot of kidney stones, and when I get them, it's horrific. And I was in stage 3 kidney disease at one point, and it's come back some, but we have to really think about it. Yeah. Anyway. All right. So the other 2 people that were on here, I'm going to include you in on this collective healing or calibration. I'm going to suggest that many of us right now are tired. Well, that's nice, Sue. Thank you, dear. Many of us are tired, wishy-washy, stressed out, and you can add whatever you want to the list. And I'm going to let Pam work to do a collective clearing for us or a healing for us as we finish this show. Here you go. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Well, let's just take those things that you were just talking about,
Uh-huh.
that we want to clear. Stress is the killer. That's the big thing.
It
And
is.
we've got to become aware that we're even feeling stress. But so let's blow off feeling stress. So think about it. Anything that's bothering you right now that you're stressing over, we're going to blow it off. We're going to let it go right now. We don't have to hang on to anything. Infinite love, infinite love, infinite love. All right. Now, so the energy thing, that's the big thing. People want to have more energy. So whatever is blocking us from our energy, from the flow, if we're out of the flow, take a deep breath. Gonna let it go. Infinite love and gratitude, Holy Spirit, infinite love. Stress and energy. What else did you want to? We want to clear off.
I had wishy-washy and I
Wishy-washy.
had tiredness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wishy-washy. Um, that's setting a boundary. That's being able to say no. Infinite love and gratitude. Let that go. If you're a wishy-washy person, let it go right now. Infinite love and gratitude. I got to clear on that. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to see if there's anything else here. When you said about the tiredness, that's our energy on it. Let me, as a group, I want to see what our energy level is at. It's supposed to be 12. At a group, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're at 9, but we want to be 12. So
Right.
let's see what we can clear to get that energy back that we're feeling. Depression. But you know what depression is? It's nothing but anger held within. And if
That's
any
right.
of you are holding on to anger today about anything, we're going to let it go right now. You ready? Take a deep breath and we're going to clear it off of us. No more feeling depressed about anything. Infinite love and gratitude, infinite love. Let it go. Okay, now let's go back and see if that helped our energy. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, see, that pulled us right back up. That was the big thing. So just be aware when you're feeling depression. A lot of people don't even realize that they're depressed. They're just walking around, well, I'm not happy, But again, it's all about, because we feel like we're boxed in and we can't get out of something we won't get out of.
Anyway. And I get that. Sometimes I'll be fine and something will trigger something else, and all of a sudden I'm crying or I'm saying, what, I didn't really know that was going on, but it always makes me feel better when I let it out. And
Absolutely.
I realize that I've been holding on to this. Anya said, can this help PTSD from emotional abuse? She's always on high alert mode.
Oh gosh, honey, I know people that come to me that are like, of course it can. But you know what? It would almost take doing it daily, clearing your emotions daily to get you, because it has to be done till you're clear. And it could take a while, but if you wanted to get the emotion code, get the book.
Yeah,
you can
that
do
might
anybody. If anybody will get the emotion code, that'd be one book I would definitely recommend. And to get it by Dr. Bradley Nelson. Just start with there, because you can muscle test and ask all kinds of cool things in there. It tells you all. And start clearing yourself and clearing your animals, clearing the people that you live with, everything.
Yeah.
Anyone.
It can help you. Yeah. Thank you, everybody that's been here today, and most especially, of course, Pam, for her wisdom and her guidance in this area, and also the work she does for us all. And thank you for the collective. I know I feel better. So I hope other people do. What I do is I say, sometimes I don't know that I'm feeling this way. So I might as well just blow that completely off, whether I recognize that I must have that or not. So I think it never hurts anybody to just know that they are trying to move their vibration up into a higher frequency. So,
Well,
yeah.
we just moved up from 500 as a collective to 530. So you
Oh,
all, that's 540
oh,
is unconditional love. We're almost there. So just keep working on yourself. Keep your
yeah.
frequency high. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
fabulous. That's fabulous. And thank you, Sue Toffee, for your donations and your gifted memberships. That's very wonderful of you to do that. So thank you all so much. Pam, we'll be back in a couple of weeks. And much love to all of you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.